Hey guys, this voice, yeah, this voice. Hey guys, how you doing? Hey, you guys. Yeah, that kind of hurts actually. I'm not going to be doing that for very long. I don't have the most masculine voice like Matt Morris over there, but I can tell you right now that this guy just basically admitted that he was committing sedition because anybody outside the executive branch trying to circumvent the chain of command is in a mission of sedition. This this guy just went on. What is this? MSNBC, CBS. I don't know what this is, but Matt Morris over there in Matt Morris TV did a whole thing where he showed the video of this guy essentially admitting the guilt of committing sedition, and he said we. So obviously, the Sedition Six, you don't have a case now. You just lost. The military, the tribunal that you're going to go through, I'm going to warn you right now, is not going to be nice. They are going to be direct. They're going to be very forward. If you don't get off easy, assuming they don't, take into consideration, maybe somebody's service to the military, which Mark Kelly, you should know better. You were an officer. You were a commissioned officer. You were a commissioned officer who is privileged enough to work for NASA. You know better. You know better. You've been through briefings and classes on this exact subject. You know better. You don't have a case now. You essentially just admitted that what you wanted to do was sedition, was basically getting in between the executive, the chain of command, and any soldiers that you thought you could, I don't know, influence. There was something that was involved with this. Like, this goes back to Bradley Manning. They did something similar. Oddly enough, Bradley Manning's NCO wasn't punished, but he was. Which is weird because Bradley Manning didn't have access to those systems, which means his NCO leaked access to Bradley Manning because an E4 doesn't have access to any of that stuff. E4 is limited to secret only, not top secret. Not that Bradley Manning ever had access to anything or promoted anything that was secret. All the information he posted was publicly available, which is a weird law that, he still got prosecuted for it. I wonder how that happened to Obama. But that was the last case we could look at and examine that was similar to this, where sedition might have been an instance. And they did in that case. They actually did examine the NCO, the staff sergeant in charge of Bradley Manning, for sedition. But my point being is that you guys essentially just admitted to committing sedition by saying that you want to communicate to soldiers or service personnel who may see things as unlawful orders, if they're given any unlawful orders. I'm going to let you know right now, that's a briefing. We get that when we first join on how to report unlawful orders. If you, as a non-member of the armed forces, presumes that you have the authority to speak directly to soldiers in any kind through any means without interacting with the chain of command, it's sedition. That alone is sedition. Like, the act of doing so is sedition. You confess to your crime on TV. Anyways, good luck.